Lousy At Gaming presents Lousy at Podcasting. Now, your horrendous, dreadful, frighteningly horrible gamers and us from Lousy At Gaming.
We're back, in case you missed us. It is Lousy At Gaming. It is the Lousy Podcast. Two of the lousiest gamers on earth. And obviously, as you can tell from the video, if you're watching on Spotify, we're getting a little older, a little grayer, and probably a little bit worse with our reflexes. Excuse me. I am Gary, the real Defo, and with me is Geargarius. Jeff, what is up?
I am the godfather of Lousy At Gaming, Geargarius. Yeah, it's been a minute plus since we did some shit like this, ain't it?
It has. It's good to see you. So you, I guess what we're doing here is we are reviving the Lousy At Gaming podcast, and it's going to be Gears and I guess we're going to do this, try to do it every week. I think the goal is to release it on Wednesdays. So when you wake up Wednesday morning, you should have the podcast in your favorite app. It'll be Spotify. We're going to do it with Spotify for podcasters, and they go out to Google and Apple.
Yeah,
everywhere.
just don't listen to it on your ride to work because you'll end up crashing.
If you want to see video, watch us on Spotify. We look damn good, don't we?
Yeah, we're two hot old dudes for sure,
without a doubt.
Yeah.
And what we're going to do, I guess we'll talk about what we're gaming. We won't make them long. Be a quick podcast, 30 minutes maybe or something like that.
Yep.
And we're going to love to pull in special guests. So if you are an old listener of the Lousy At Gaming podcast, please let us know. We'll get you in here, and we'll rotate that third chair around. Maybe we'll bring Ed back or Gigi. Gigi's a superstar now. She's on the OC.
She's like, I don't even know why she's still at Lousy At Gaming. She should be in Hollywood by now with all the fucking shit she's doing.
Amazing. She was our little GG27. She was 27 years old, and she blew up.
I can remember when she enjoyed 2 cups of coffee and 6 donuts.
Well, who doesn't? You think she still enjoys it? I bet she does.
Exactly.
So what have you been up to, Gears? I mean, where's life taking you?
Man, life has changed, and that's the reason why I'm back here is because so many things are different now. I'm remarried.
Congratulations.
I have thank you. I appreciate it. I have a woman that I'm so blessed to have, allows me to do what I like to do. We're true best friends. There is just no doubt about it. And she has no problem with me gaming. Hell, 90% of the time she's sitting right next to me gaming while I'm gaming.
She games as well, or is she on the phone?
She's pretty much on her iPad and the laptop playing games. She doesn't really get into console gaming too much. She's a huge eBay reseller, so she spends a lot of time working on that stuff at night while I'm sitting here getting killed.
That makes me laugh because I think of the 40-year-old virgin immediately. Yeah. You need to sell these dolls. No, I can't sell my dolls.
So yeah, I'm in a new place in my life, new job. And I just really wanted to come back to this, and I really wanted to come back to lag, and I wanted to bring this back to where it was a decade ago, almost when we started.
It's more than that. So I got laid off from my job back in December. It would have been 16 years this year. When I started there, I think that's when I kind of started getting in group with the lag group. So
16
it could be 2
fucking years, dude.
Could be 2 decades almost, because you guys were doing this before that.
Yeah.
Right. So it was you and Woody running it for a while, right?
Yep. Woody and I started it. Well, actually, I started it just off a whim, and then I started the website, and I think like Woody was one of the first people that came to the website. And he had a lot of web development background, and then he just like took it to, I said, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And he would go in and change everything and make it, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah. And then you stepped away a little bit. I took over for a while.
Yep.
And after I stepped down, I think Blue took over for me.
Yep.
And now we've gone full circle because you are now back in charge.
Now I am back in charge. Blue has a Twitch that is kind of really taken off and keeping him busy. And he asked if I would come in and take the reins again and become what I once was.
You were always it. Now you are it again.
Yep, I am. And I shall toast to that.
Oh, there you go. Is that one of the beers from the places you've worked over the years?
That's one of the beers from the places that fucking eliminated my position.
Fuck them. But they make good beer, damn it.
They make hella good beer. It's still one of my favorite beers.
Oh, so that's good. Yeah, it's good to catch up then. So yeah, we're not going to make this long. We'll bounce out, but we're going to try to grow leg as well. So we got the podcast going. We're going to try to
just
bring
make sure you
friends.
follow all of our socials. I'm banging on the Twitter again, trying to keep that rolling, and you're going to try and hit the Facebook.
I'll get Facebook going, and we'll have links in the show, as we start to get this going. But each week in the show notes, you'll find links to get to our Discord. Discord's really like the heart of where we are these days. We kind of the webpage days are gone. So if you're not in our Discord, get in there. We're doing the game we're playing like crazy. At least you and I are. Is Diablo 4.
Yeah. Diablo 4. What a button mashing fucking maniac game that is.
And I played Torchlight 2, which was from the guys that created the original Diablo, and I remember enjoying it, but I kind of got to a point where I was like, I think I'm done. Didn't go too far.
Yeah. I think people can get burned down on it because it can be fairly repetitive, but it's so challenging.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can find a good group of people and you can go in and do those things together, I think that's what makes the difference right there for sure.
Yeah, I helped one of our friends, Denise, yesterday with one of the fights. It was the hardest fight I've had in Diablo. It was in Act 3. It was this guy called Bol, B-O-L, or something like that.
Yep.
I couldn't beat him. So I'm in a Destiny group, Dads of Destiny. So I grabbed one of the guys from their Discord to come help me. He wasted the guy in 2 seconds. It kind of was cheating. He was so good.
Freaking crazy, ain't it?
Melted him. Like, I was ready to go into these fights. I started to dodge, and then the guy's health went down to nothing. So I kind of cheated.
I have a plumber that does work. So what I do now is I do renovations in the apartment complex that I live in. So we completely gut them, we update them. So I have electricians, plumbers, all that kind of stuff. So my plumber, he had completed the entire game the first weekend it came out.
Oh my God, how's that possible?
I know. I'm like, holy crap, dude.
But I
he's like, yep,
you can stick to the campaign and get through it pretty quick if you wanted to play that way.
Yeah.
That's insane though.
That's insane. And we're lousy at gaming. There's no way in hell that's happening over a weekend. I'm out there hitting all of these little side quests and all that kind of stuff to try and rank up and figure out, okay, I'm running a barbarian. What are going to be the best, the best layout for me for moving forward? So I think that's kind of what's fun, is experimenting with the different things you can do and that kind of stuff. And it is freaking huge.
I can't believe my son just started playing. And by the way, he's playing Barbarian also. I watched him play in the beginning.
Yep.
Barbarians hit like a fucking ton. Holy shit. But I was like, dude, wait to see the map. And he's like, oh, it looks big. And then he got to the first checkpoint where he could see it. And he's like, whoa, damn, thing is massive.
And it just keeps growing with every chapter.
Yeah. I'm in the last chapter, or the last act now. I'm in Act 6, and I hit level 50, which is kind of like a plateau of like getting to the next level of the end game. Because once you finish the campaign and you're 50, you can open up the next tier of difficulty, which is tier 3, which is where you can get really good loot. So
Yeah.
We're gonna get there. But anyway, I was gonna say I was trying to help my friend Denise. I went in yesterday. I did a couple runs with her. I couldn't help her. I died. She died, and then I left. It took her an hour to beat the boss. She just kept running around away from him. I don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is because there's the circles that keep dropping, and you just have to stay away from those. So you spend half the boss battles running in circles, waiting for all your stuff to recharge, and then run in and hit them with everything you have, then run out to the edge and spin around the edge again.
This boss, for whatever reason, does not agree with my fight style. He was dropping tons and tons of other characters to come beat you up. It wasn't just you and him.
Oh, okay.
Like a lot. It was insane.
He was spawning sub characters that were
I couldn't keep up. And I said, I mean, I did the final fight in Act 4. Nothing was this hard. That was I died probably 20 times before I got to help.
Dude, my goal is just to get a fucking horse, because I paid for the most expensive version. I have a bunch of shit to put on a horse.
You're gonna have to beat this guy.
God damn it!
Because he's in Act 3, and you have to finish 3 to get the horse. So, but we'll help. We'll help. That's what we're here for.
That's why we need you.
We set up our clan. We set up a Lousy At Gaming clan. The OC podcast had one going too. So to build the community, we're gonna pop over. We're jumping into their clan. So
it's all about community. We're lagged till we die, but we all work together for a common goal. And that's to have friends and have a good time gaming.
Yeah. So jump in the Discord. We'll give you a link over to the clan for Diablo. And, there's other games everybody's playing. I know Woody has been, Kevin's back. Stinky's back, Kevin. Him and Woody have been playing.
Him in a minute, and Truss came back.
Truss is hanging. I haven't
seen him in a long time.
Yeah. So there's a lot of old folks popping in there. I mean, I know guys used to play FIFA a lot on certain nights, and so many of the games are cross-platform now.
Yeah, if you like sports games, you're gonna Stinky and Woody are gonna be your go-to.
They were playing NHL, right?
Yeah, they play a lot of NHL and sports games like that. So
I did an NHL stint like about 2 years ago. I had an old Xbox, so I put it up here in my computer room, and I was playing the NHL game. It was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, but
I sucked so fucking bad at that game. That's why I re-downloaded golf, because that's easy for us old bastards.
Well, it's a nice day out,
Yeah, exactly. And it's nice to hear the commentators tell you how much you suck.
You are fucking lousy.
Indeed.
So I guess that's it. We'll wrap it up, but the little taste of what it's going to be like here will just be a couple of old guys that suck at gaming. And if you suck, and you know what, if you don't suck, if you're cool, you're invited to the community. We've had
exactly.
Sid was really good, right?
We've had some incredible gamers.
Oh my God. Remember, what was it? Crazy? What was it? Remember him?
Oh God. Yeah.
He was so good. We had a Call of Duty clan. It was really just a fun group, and we had some really good players. And we did a lot of gears where you got your name, obviously, right? So,
dude, do you remember when we would take over servers on Call of Duty?
Yes, yeah,
entire servers.
I can't play Call of Duty anymore. I don't know. I don't want to say I've matured, because I don't want to say it's a crap game, but my game tastes have changed. Like a Diablo game, I never would have liked. I played Elite Dangerous. I put in over 100 hours of Elite Dangerous, and I loved it. So, as we've gotten older, I've kind of fallen into different games, but
Yeah, I have been playing every once in a while. Like I got the new Call of Duty, and I played it a lot for a while until I prestiged, which is unheard of for me. But that's why I enjoyed it, because I could actually kill people in the game. It was pretty well balanced, but it's like you said, like my gaming, like I'm still always going to go back to Tomb Raider, action adventure style games, and God of War was always one of my favorite games. And Diablo I did.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
Oh, not the reboot, the first one. I didn't play the second God of War yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. But I lost. it lost a little bit for me because the original God of Wars were like Diablo.
Oh,
where yes, where it was very lineal, and you had different combos you could use to move through it, and they changed this into a huge story mode, open world. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love it, but it's completely different than what it was back in the day.
I didn't play the original, so I loved the reboot. It really it blew me away. I was kind of surprised how much I liked it, but
the story was just phenomenal.
And it wasn't in your face. Like, I don't care about stories. I usually skip cutscenes, but the way they did it, it kind of just, as you were moving along, the kid would talk to you and you were getting the story while you played. So it wasn't
it drew you brutal. In.
It was good.
Yep, for sure.
So that's it. That's going to be our Lousy at Gaming prequel podcast. I'm so close to saying the Garcast.
You almost said pre-cum.
Oh, I didn't.
but you did.
It's all in my beard. Look, it's white. I got another podcast that I do called the Garcast, and that's over 200 episodes. I've been doing that for 4 years now. So if you want to hear me talk about,
and this is going to get there soon.
If you want to hear games or non-game podcasting from me, that's a good place to go. But this is your Game Central, and we'll talk about other shit. We'll probably talk about TV, movies in a little bit, dab around, talk about beer because we like beer.
We like
whiskey,
beer.
all that
Whiskey,
good stuff.
Bourbon.
Come on, baby. So
bring it.
That's going to be it. I hope you enjoyed this. Check out the show notes to get a link to Discord and a couple of the other sites, and tell your friends and jump back over. If you haven't been with us for a while, please come back.
We love you.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace.